Welcome, Jeremy Byrne. It's really good to have you with us today. Thanks very much for taking the time to have a chat with us about your role at Loughborough University. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Thank you, Estelle. Yes, so I'm the Business Relationship Manager at Loughborough University. In fact, we call them IT business partners, but the job has many different job role has many different names. I've been at the university for over 15 years in various different roles, but for the past about 7 years, I've been doing this role.
And how did you get into that role, Jeremy?
So I started off doing technical roles in IT and working my way around the different teams, and then ended up moving into managerial roles. And then from the managerial side, it was kind of recognised that I had some good soft skills as well as the technical skills, which is often rare in IT. And that's one of the key skill sets that you need as a BRM. So we identified a gap and a need for the role and the function within the department. So it was seen that I was a kind of natural fit for it. So I then helped kind of create the function and get it set up and started at the university.
How has the IT department responded to all this? I mean, it's just huge. I can't even imagine what's going on at universities. Is it just quiet? Are you having to change things to do online learning? What's going on?
Yeah, so, well, when it all started and we could see the kind of lockdown coming and we could anticipate that everyone's going to have to work from home, it was kind of all hands on deck to get everything prepared and set up to enable people to work from home. Because as well as the kind of what you think from a university is the normal teaching of students, there's always the HR, finance and all the other supporting services, things like that, and everything around to kind of groundsmen and people like that as well. Yeah. And then, of course, we've got a lot of research facilities and things like that mixed in there as well. So when we could see it coming, we had to do everything we could to get everyone set up and running. And as our kind of BRM team, what we did, we ran these drop-in sessions for people to come, and they came and brought in their laptops from home. Some even brought desktops from home. Some had work computers, some had personal ones, phones, and they brought them into us, and we tried to get them all set up with VPN software, multi-factor authentication, giving them little training sessions on remote accessing all the services they needed to be able to do what they needed to do. They were really popular. We had people queuing out the door for them, and we just kept running those sessions over and over again to get everyone set up and ready to go. Because within our BRM function, we also are in charge of communications between IT and the rest of the university. So as well as that, we also had to do a lot of web page editing, getting all those website advice and guidance set up. And we also, in fact, created a lot of videos. So we created a lot of 1 minute to 3 minute videos on how to get set up on the VPN, how to set up multi-factor authentication, how to do video calls and Teams and things like that. Because a lot of people were just used to coming into the office and just using everything in person, not remotely. Whereas other people, they might work from home 1 day a week and things like that. So yeah, we had a lot of video creation, website creation and drop-in sessions. So we had this big push just before the lockdown happened to get everyone set up and ready.
So it really does sound like that sort of relationship element is it's harnessing those communications, really, isn't it? It's speaking to people in a way that they understand.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, it's getting the technical speak and put it into business language so they could understand it and things like that. And then as soon as the kind of lockdown happened and people started working from home, that's when we started getting all the kind of calls from our the senior people who see us as trusted advisors or strategic partners, and they're saying, right, now we're all working from home. You know, if this is going to be long term or medium to long term, then we need X, Y, and Z. And they start coming to us with new ideas and changes they wanted to put in place to enable them to work as effectively as possible. So we had a lot then of kind of giving advice, guidance, and helping get set up with new bits of software and things like that.
And I think it's quite interesting because you're talking about the videos that you made to help people understand. It's interesting the way that we've adopted new ways of working, which I think we'll probably all use going forward. I'm sure that's one of them, you know, that we wouldn't have thought of, a quick sort of tutorial to save on a bit of that IT time. So are you making new learnings during this time of things that you'll throw forward to?
Yeah, so obviously we've moved all our kind of teaching and learning to be online and remote, and we're now planning to go how we're going to reopen the university in September, October time for the students coming back, and saying it'll probably be a bit of a blended approach at first. I know other universities have said the next year they're going to go fully online for the next year as well, but I think we're planning at the minute to do it kind of blended. So before we did have kind of remote viewing of lectures, and you could watch it on catch up and things like that, and you could have virtual tutorials and things, but they were like 5% of the time, maybe 2% of the time, whereas now it's going to flip the other way and probably be like 80% maybe online and 20% in person and things like that. So we're having to kind of tweak and adjust everything and put a lot more effort into that side of things.
Lots of hard work now, but hopefully streamlining the services in the future.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I know you've got a big network of academic contacts. I know that you lead a lot of groups across universities in the UK. I don't know about globally. You're connected with the Business Relationship Management Institute, which is based in the US, and they're the people that run Business Relationship Management Professional. How are you connected with them?
Yeah, so I've been working with them for about 5 or 6 years now. So when, like I said, we were starting up the business relationship management function at Loughborough University, I started Googling best practices and things like that. And I found the Institute. And that was when the Institute was less than a year old. So I was firing them off questions and asking them things. And I think I pestered them so much that they wanted me to get involved. So yeah, then I went over and I basically joined their leadership team and went over to the States and helped put on the conferences and things like that. And got more and more involved in helping them and networking with different people across over there and over here, and got to a point where now I'm a UK ambassador for them and help try and kind of bring everyone together on the UK side of things and put on little free conferences and events and networking and things like that, trying to get everyone to kind of share ideas and bounce ideas off each other and learn from each other, because you always learn from other people's mistakes and other people's successes as well. So yeah, doing a lot of that really.
You wear 2 hats, Jeremy. So you're a BRM Institute ambassador, and you're also a trainer. So how does that work? If someone needs to set up a BRM function, can they just call you or get in touch with you and ask?
Yes, they can connect with me on LinkedIn, ask me any questions. As part of being a UK ambassador, I offer free advice and guidance and help link them up with different people in the same kind of situations or the same kind of sector and things like that, so we can all share ideas and hopefully learn from each other. But I also do run training courses as well, so delivering the BRMP, the Business Relationship Management Professional, and then the next level up of that is the Certified BRM, sorry, which is the practitioner level course. And
I assume that you deliver that training virtually, do you?
Yes, at the minute we've got kind of e-learning, self-paced options, and then also virtual classroom where we just do it on a video call like this, so it's split over a number of days. So we can still get that kind of virtual classroom and interaction between different people as well. Fantastic.
So you're keeping it going no matter what.
Yeah, trying to.
Jeremy, absolutely brilliant to talk to you. Thank you very much again for taking the time. I'm sure if anyone's got any questions about setting up those BRM functionalities and becoming the strategic partner, they'll get in touch with you, and also to learn a bit about what you're doing at Loughborough University. Thank you very much again for your time.
No problem. Thank you.